Hi, happy summer solstice. In observance of summer solstice, I'm wearing white. Summertime is here, my friends, and what an amazing energetic solstice it's turning into be. And how about this Saturn return that it started like on April 30th and is going until September? Wow. Everything in my life, every issue that I haven't yet really moved through, the things that Saturn brings you, the things that keep coming back again and again and again and kicking you in the butt. Yeah, every one of them. I'm trying to push through. I'm trying to learn lessons this time. I'm learning some very interesting lessons about people and how I deal with people and how I deal with situations. So I will share, because here on I Am Raising Your Vibration, and welcome. My job is to share, and then you all share, and then if we're lucky, like just now, we'll hear some squawking from Molly the Oracle cat, the cat that thinks she's a psychic. Actually, it's the cat that is a psychic. She's probably huge. See, she's answering. Molly, are you a psychic? Molly, are you a psychic? I know it. See? Okay, so excuse my hair. 3 hours of physical therapy, which is why I'm late, and my hair has massage oils in it. I'd like to tell you some fancy story like it was like a three-way or I belong to a sex club, but it's just from my amazing massage therapist, Jolene at Healing Hands in Winnetka. Also, if you like the way my face looks, I had a facial there on Wednesday with the amazing Tina. And of course, Mary, the queen of compression, puts my legs in giant things and compresses them. And I feel like Violet from Willy Wonka that goes to get juiced. And then, of course, my fantastic Dan Magnus, who is my trainer, physical therapist. So one way or another, this lady's starting to walk a little bit. And here tell I'm going to Dallas next week. And we're going to see how I do in the airports. So I may come back going, or maybe not. Maybe it's going to be amazing. So come see me in Dallas. Who's in the Texas area? Come see me in Dallas, June 28th, 29th, and 30th at Miracles of Joy. My seminar is called Aspects of Spiritual Awareness with Sheena Metal. Come and enjoy. I will also be there June 27th in the store doing private readings, and we'll be doing private readings throughout the weekend as well. I'm teaching 3 workshops. And you can find out everything by going to miraclesofjoy.org or emailing me, which is the same way you get a psychic reading today. Email me, Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. That's the only way you can get a reading, because you can't text me because it shuts down the Facebook. You can't Facebook message me because I can't find it. And you can't, what else can't you do? You can't call me because I'm using the phone, which is why you also can't text me. Oh, hang on, adjusting my knee. We know that every Friday after physical therapy, they do these broadcasts while I ice my knees. And again, we're going to talk about this Saturn return and what it's been like for me in just a second. Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. I know it's going to get a little dark because these are later, so I've put a little extra lighting in. I think I've done a better job with the lighting right now, although I notice my eyes are kind of sparkly, like, come into my web and be mesmerized. You guys are great. I love having you here. And if you want to start watch parties, please do. And I wish I could read your comments. Oh, that's the other way you can't request a reading, because I can't read your comments, because Facebook only lets me see about a half a comment at a time, and then it goes whoop, and it disappears. So the only way to do it is to send me an email, Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com, and you can send me anything you want, and you can ask me any question you want. It can be psychic, paranormal, about your own gifts, about things that are going on with you, love, romance, finance, what else? Grief, loss, your own self stuff, your own self-image, your own feelings about yourself, all that stuff that we hold on to. It can be all of those things. And again, I'm going to be sharing some of my journey. So since last weekend, I was out at the Founders MCC Church doing my first interfaith service there, Saturday Night Spiritual. I hope you all enjoyed it. And you can go to SaturdayNightSpiritual.com to watch the entire broadcast. And this Sunday, if you're in the Los Angeles area, I'm going to be doing a gathering for my RaisingTheVibration.org movement at the Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills. Please come and see me. My special guest is Darby Hinton, and my friend Rebecca Haywood is doing the opening prayer. It's going to be beautiful. So come and enjoy. So now's the part of the show where I go and I grab all of the links from everywhere, and then I put the link up. So that's what I'm going to be doing really quick right now. Please come to the CSL Granada Hills if you're in town. I would love that. Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it? I've already told you about my amazing physical therapist and how much I love the fact that Healing Hands is getting me back on my feet without surgery and without drugs. So think about that. I mean, it doesn't work for everybody. It's not everybody's thing. Not everybody can avoid surgery in this world. I've had 9 or 10 surgeries in my life that were unavoidable. So I understand what it's like when you can't avoid surgery. So why not try to avoid surgery if you can? I mean, isn't that the best solution? This is a little close up on my face here. It's a little like, woo, a big head. So you can't even see that I'm wearing white. We're going to tilt this and we're going to move me back. Great. Now I'm a cinematographer. So, hi. Welcome, my friends. It's so wonderful to be here with you. So we're going to put this video around, and it's going to be so much fun. And everybody can see it. How's the lighting? Can everybody see me okay? I think the lighting was actually better when the camera was closer. So let's do that. How we doing? How's that? Is that okay? I have terrible hair today. Worst hair day ever, my friends. And I'm a little bell rung, I think. It's been a couple of months. Most of August, honestly, I was in so much pain. I don't remember most of August. And then, August 30th started that Saturn return, and man, has it been a return. I have just really been feeling it. And so many issues in my life about the way that I deal with things. I've learned a very interesting lesson in this last 6 months, in particular in this last month and a half, that I probably don't always deal the best with people. And I think part of it is that I just am too nice. And I give people chances. I mean, I love to give people chances because I love the idea that people are beautiful and wonderful. But there comes a time where you have to stop giving people chances. And I think I have finally reached that point in my life where I don't necessarily need to give people all the chances anymore once they've shown me who they are. And I hate that story. I hate that I have to tell you that story, but I think it has not served me well in my life. And I tell you this, my friends, because I don't think it's going to serve you well in your life either, to be constantly forgiving people's bad behaviors. It's one thing to forgive and walk away. It's another thing to forgive and repeat the behavior over and over again. And I think the time has come in my life, and I pray the time has come in yours, that you're going to say, enough, I'm done, and I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to accept bad behaviors from people because it doesn't make you feel good inside. And in the end, there always winds up being some big blowout anyhow, because somebody who would treat you badly at the get-go will continue to treat you badly. And I know what's wrong. I don't have any lipstick on. Should I put lipstick on the show? Look at what a girly girl I'm becoming. Okay, so this is the lipstick that I wore in Afterglow the musical when I played Aunt Kitty, when I fell and hurt my knees, and it just happens to be sitting here along with my cigarette and my blue eyeshadow on the show, because I haven't put it away yet. But on the show, I wore gobs of it. Now we're just going to put a tiny bit on, right? Not gobs. And I'm even going to probably dampen it out. Here I am. Did you ever think in a million years you would watch a video with me and I'd be putting lipstick on? How am I? All right. It actually looks good. I don't think I have to dampen it out. All right. Now that's better, right? It put a little color in my face. I look so gray. I'm not good in front of the camera. I'm still trying to figure this all out. So let's talk about people. So I don't think, sweet people, that it benefits us as empaths and as people who live children of the light to continually forgive bad behaviors in people. And I have found that when I've forgiven crass things people have said and done, or betrayals, or people, realizing people had gone behind my back to other people, all those things, that there's certain kinds of people that they just repeat those behaviors. And I would forgive and make excuses and forgive and make excuses. And inevitably, I would in the end always there'd be a big blowout over some kind of ego thing, and I'd wind up getting screwed over by those people. So in my life now, I'm not repeating those behaviors. When that starts with people now, I know it's time to go. And I say this to you because my hope in my heart of hearts, beautiful people, that you all do the same thing. And you say this is enough and I got to go. It's time to go. And you go with love, you go with joy, you don't wish anybody any malice. As my best friend likes to say, you namaste away. Blessed be away from me, but you do go. And I have promised myself in my life that the next time this happens, I'm going to go before it gets so bad. So now you're all going to hold me to that and make me promise that's what I'm going to do, that before it gets ugly, I'm going to go. When I see signs that somebody is not a person who cares empathically about the world, but who lives for themselves, then it's going to be time for me to go. So that's my journey that I'm working on. Who else is working on this same thing with people? Who else is working on being too much of a giver, being too much of the one who always says, oh, no, that's okay. You just take everything and I'm fine. I don't want to be that person anymore. I've had just some really, really, really ugly things happen in the last 5 years. And specifically in the last 6 months, and more specifically in the last month and a half. And I don't want to do it anymore. So I don't want to give up on people. I don't want to not love people. I want to keep loving people. I want to keep caring about people. I want to keep inspiring people. I want to go back to the Founders MCC and do a sermon all over again. And, I'm going to be back there with my second service on Saturday, July 20th at 7 p.m. Please come, Pacific time. If you're not in the LA area, please watch. Does somebody have the link for that sermon that they could put up? If not, I'm going to go try to find it after I put our link around everywhere. I will go and I will try to find it. But I try to put the link around first so everybody can join us, because Facebook does a very good job of letting people know when we're live. And so there's a huge transformation on top of what the Saturn return brings, which is the same life lessons that you haven't learned yet, and you're literally being hit over the head with them again and again and again. There is an enormous illumination and transformation happening today, specifically at about 9 o'clock this morning, 9:54, I believe, Pacific time, with the whole idea of transformation and illumination, where literally as the planets aligned up to the longest day of the year, we were actually looking down into the depths of the universe on a galactic level, and being able to see was illuminated to us the course of where we are all going on a global level and on a universal level. And so I think that kind of energetic information being infused into us today has made all of us a little bit like, today. And certainly I have felt that. Today is a day for strong emotions. It's a day for strong opinions. It's a day for a lot of stuff, my friends. And so all of you just kind of hang on to your asses today and understand that this is just the way it is, and not be too overwhelmed by today. Today can be very, very, very overwhelming. And I can't believe what a short period of time we have been on the air, and already so many people in here, and that's so beautiful. So I think you guys are just wonderful. If anybody's in there and can copy the sermon, you should be able to click the link to the video and put it up here. That would be great. If not, as I said, I will go and do that pretty quickly, because I'm just putting the link around everywhere for the live broadcast right now. So this has been a very energetically strange week with people. And I don't quite even know how to describe it, but with my clients, I've had a lot of cancellations, a lot of cancellations, a lot of reschedule, a lot of more cancellations, more reschedule, people moving from day to day to day to day until they finally come through. I mean, it's not like that at all. My clients are usually so consistent and so reliable and so wonderful. It's actually very surprising that this is happening. But I just think it's the craziness of this week of the Saturn return. I think everybody's butt is getting kicked on like a major level, and it's totally okay. I just want you all to know that what you're feeling is normal, and the fact that you all feel a little bit like, again, like, it's okay. It's okay to feel that. Just process through it and know that with every galactic thing, with everything that we feel as a result of a certain circumstance or condition in the cosmos, it passes, because the cosmos and the universe, right, constantly moving, constantly rotating, constantly changing, and as everything is moving. Oh, that's right. I had the one scary shadow hand now. I forgot, since I'm using the backlight. Scary shadow hand. As everything is moving, you're moving into these situations where you feel like you're losing your mind. But the good news is you're also moving out of these situations where you feel like you're losing your mind. So speaking of clients, if anybody wants to book a private reading with me, send me a text message, 818-437-0886. 818-437-0886. I will go by tonight or tomorrow. I will read every one of your comments. And this is a good time to book readings with me this weekend, because next weekend I'm going to be in Dallas, and I'm going to have to work around the Dallas schedule to schedule my folks from outside of the area. So I'm so glad you're all here. And if you want to get a free reading today, Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com, and this is the time where I itch my ear. Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. Happy to answer as many as I can today. And what I'm doing right now is just getting the link out everywhere so more folks can join us. How has this solstice been for all of you? And do you have any solstice plans? I'm doing a ceremony tonight that I'm happy to include everyone in. If you'd like your prayers included, just send me an email. And I'm happy to do that. And then I'm actually giving away a free reading. I'll put up a post tonight about it as part of my solstice present to you. The 21st person. You have to put solstice, free solstice reading in the subject. The 21st request I get will get a free 30-minute reading, because it's fun to give things away during solstice time and during all kinds of times. Next year, I'm hoping I'll be doing a solstice ceremony at the Founders MCC Church. I talked about to the senior pastor, Keith Mazingo, about that last night when we had dinner. And I'm probably going to do one for Yule on December 21st. So let's hear it for solstices. And now, let's drink. Let's drink, my friends. And we're drinking. So how are all you doing? It's so great to see you. Boy, 3 hours of physical therapy at a time is kicking my ass. So to go from 1 hour a day, 3 times a week, to 1 hour a day, once a week, and then 3 hours a day, twice a week. Man, I tell you, what you do to get healthy, what you do to get happy, what you do to make changes in your life, right, my friends? But I think you're all wonderful. I think you're beautiful. And I'm so very excited to be here with you today and to start getting into doing some readings. And let's hope Facebook doesn't shut us down. Let's hope we can go a little longer. And let's hope Facebook doesn't shut us down. I think I'm learning some things that make Facebook shut down. One is if I try to either answer or send away a text message. That makes Facebook shut the broadcast down. Sometimes it just pauses it. Sometimes it shuts it down. Number 2 is if I go to the actual link where the broadcast is happening and I try to type in the comments, it shuts the broadcast down. So, yeah, I'm pretty much stuck at the mercy of just sitting here until we get ready to rock. So for now, we just sit here, and I'm putting the link up everywhere. So I'm going to go to right after I put one more link up, I have about 10 more links to put up. Right? Seriously? Seriously, Sheena? But while I'm doing this, start sending me emails. The next thing I'm going to do is run through the emails that I have and see who's actually in the chat right now. So if you sent me an email request and you're in the chat, holler and let me know. Let's go over there and look at those right now real quick. So I am looking for Michelle. Last name, no, that's not right. Mary, Dee Dee, Michelle. Oh, I am looking for Michelle. Yes. Mary, Dee Dee, Michelle, William, and Candy. So Candy, there you are. So I'm looking first for Mary, then for Dee Dee, then for Michelle, then for William, and then for Candy. Those 5, and I'm sure more are going to come through in a second. I see Eric's here. I can see you, Eric. Eric, of course, had his coming out party as a psychic on the last I Am Raising Your Vibration broadcast, and coming soon when I get back from Texas. So my plan is, I don't know next week when we're going to do this, but my plan is to find a time while I'm in Texas to do it. It will be sometime Thursday through Sunday. Bear with me, and hopefully it will be live from the Miracles of Joy Metaphysical Center. It might be later at night when I get home, and it'll be 2 hours later there. So I don't know when it will be, but then when I get home the following week, which is 4th of July week, I come home on July 1st, then not only will there be these Friday broadcasts, but sometime later at night, Haunted Playground After Dark is what I'm adding here from somewhere in my house. Maybe not my bed, maybe so, maybe not. There'll be some cool paranormal stories too added to it and all kinds of stuff. And then also, every Tuesday, Psychic Tuesday, on my LA Talk Radio are my Haunted Playground show from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Pacific, and my Sheena Metal Experience Lightworkers Unite broadcast from 5 to 7 on Tuesdays Pacific time. And I may be adding co-hosting a brand new show on Tuesdays with a good friend. She asked me last night, so we'll see how that goes, probably starting in July. More when I know more. Okay, so you have to kind of differentiate for me because it's the same email address, Sheena@IamRaisingYourVibration.com. Who wants a solstice? Who wants to enter the free solstice reading? And who wants a free reading now? And yes, you can enter for both. So you can send me 2 emails, but you have to send 2 different emails so that I know what to read on the air. Okay? So, and if you missed the live video broadcast, sorry, moving my knees, of my Founders MCC Interfaith Service, You Are Enough was its title. There is a link, and somebody could probably put that link up if they even just scroll down here. So if you go to IamRaisingYourVibration.com and like the Facebook page, that's where we are right now. I would love that. If you scroll down a little ways past this live video, you will see that video. It looks like somebody standing at a podium. And if you click on it, there it is. Someone just put it up. Oh my God, like magic. Fantastic. Magic, 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 magic. So, fantastic and magic. Okay, so I have to send a text message, and it's going to freeze this for a second because I have a client who is... I'm back. Okay, I had to answer that text because it was important. It was a client. If it was you and you were the client, I would answer the text because that's how much I love my clients. There is absolutely no limit to how much I love my clients. Okay, who got what I said earlier about no longer accepting the bad behaviors of people and moving away when you have to move away? Talk amongst yourselves for a minute with that. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute with that. I have to get back to this text. And I'm back. Okay, so, all right, so did we find Mary? Did we find Michelle? I'm looking now. If you want a reading, email me, Sheena@IamRaisingYourVibration.com. Did we find Dee Dee? Mary, Michelle, Dee Dee. William, you're going to be up soon. Looking for Mary, Michelle, Dee Dee, Candy. Candy, you're in here, right? And then the next one will be Eric. So those are the top 6. So William, we're looking for William, Candy, Eric, Mary, Michelle, and Dee Dee. So let's give a second to try to find Mary, Michelle, and Dee Dee. And while we do that, I'm going to put the link up a couple more places. Do you know anywhere where you'd like me to put the link up? Let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know, my friends. Okay. I'm so excited to give you all readings today. So what's going on, why I keep popping off, is I had a client scheduled for later tonight, and then while we were here, they canceled. So I went late for this, now uncanceling. Remember I was talking about clients canceling, clients uncanceling? This wacky solstice. Yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm trying to move later. So that's what's going on, my friends. So I may have to go back and send one more text message which pauses this for a second. But the good news is I'm also putting this link up everywhere while I do this. Did we find Mary? I see you, Candy. So I see Candy, William, and Eric. Did we find Mary, Michelle, or Dee Dee? Let me know. Somebody let me know. And then, has anybody seen Mary, Michelle, or Dee Dee? Let me know. And then if not, we'll do those other three first. Because I want to get to a reading before it gets too late into the broadcast. Hang on. One more time. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Did we find any of those people? Did we find Mary, Michelle, or Dee Dee? Still looking for you. All right, I'm going to do somebody else first while we look for the others. And if you want to get a free reading for the solstice, enter for a free reading. Send me an email. Mary, I gotcha. Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. Make sure that you put that you're entering for a solstice reading. Free solstice reading in the subject, because I want to make sure I can differentiate that from these. All right, Mary, you're up, my friend. Ready? Here we go. Hi, Mary. Okay. Mary says, my grandfather passed away on December 1st, 2012. As we were walking up to his grave plot at the funeral, there were 2 butterflies that followed us all the way there. They stayed on his flowers during the whole funeral. Were these 2 butterflies loved ones, or was it a sign from him that he's okay? My grandmother, I was going to ask you if grandma had died too. My grandmother had died 7 months after he did. She didn't know what to do with her time when he passed. Who died before your grandfather? Because the 2 butterflies, Mary, were your grandfather and somebody else who passed before him. So definitely loved ones. One was your grandfather, and they came to actually, sometimes folks will come and watch their own funeral, and sometimes they come in spirit form, but sometimes they come through an animal that allows them in, a familiar. Because they want to partake in the fun of the laughter and the tears and the love from their family members, and they want to really be a part of it. So it's not uncommon for folks to show up at their own funerals. So your grandfather was definitely one. Did he have a sibling that passed, Mary? It feels like it was one of his siblings that passed. And yeah, I mean, how beautiful that he came. Butterflies, especially like if they're monarch butterflies, there's certain things that are more common familiars that are, it's easier, I think, maybe for spirits to communicate through. I mean, I don't know why they do it, because I don't understand the whole working of the universe, or I wouldn't have to be here on the earth. But I know that owls are one of those things. Cats are one of those things. Birds, all different kinds of birds, butterflies. These are all things that it's very easy for spirit to come through. Oh, you had a suicide before his death? Somebody in the family killed themselves? Yeah, that's probably who it was. Was it it wasn't his sibling. Was it a cousin of yours? Yeah, that's probably who it was. Yeah. I also see that he's also where he is, though. He's with one of his siblings. So who is that, Mary? But definitely, yeah. Definitely, I believe it was the suicide family member and him. Definitely was him coming to enjoy the funeral. Coming to hang out and enjoy the funeral. If you ever see that, if you ever see an animal that you think has a spirit that you know is coming through, just go over and pet the animal. Say hi. Talk to the animal. Just say hello. Spirits always want to know that you're there and you love them. So dragonflies. Lori said dragonflies. That's a beautiful example. That's another thing that oftentimes spirits will come through as dragonflies. So Mary, tell me who it was in your family that that committed suicide, because I think that's probably who it was, along with your grandfather. But also tell me, who is your grandfather's sibling that's with him, that passed before him? Those are my 2 questions for you, my friend. So many questions. I always have so many questions, don't I? I'm going to put some more links out while I wait to hear from Mary. You know y'all want readings right now. I know you do. I know y'all want readings. Do you know how you get a reading? Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. Hawks. Alicia asked about hawks. Hawks are more... they can be people that have passed, but more than that, they're usually universal creatures. Does that make sense? Non-human spirits of like angels, angelics, interdimensionals, folks that work in the universe, not necessarily humanoid spirits. Does that make sense? I always ask, does that make sense? Because I didn't used to do that when I first started reading. I just used to assume it made sense. And then one day somebody was like, how come you never asked me if it makes sense? And I said, well, I just assume it makes sense. And they said, well, it does, but I like to be asked. And I thought, okay. So now I always ask, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Wait, does that make sense? Am I making sense? Does it make sense? Does it make sense, everybody? Everybody getting it? Just checking. Wait, does it make sense? You guys are the best. You guys are absolutely the best. I can't believe I explained to a friend last night who's a brilliant shaman that I actually sit here for like 2 hours and just talk to y'all, but I basically just talk to myself. And you guys are all so good about it. I just ramble on, put links up places, do all kinds of craziness. And you guys are so good about it because you're so wonderful. Have you liked my movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity? Please go to IamRaisingTheVibration.com and click the link there. I would love that. IamRaisingTheVibration.com. That would be awesome. I didn't hear back from Mary. Did we figure out who those folks were? Okay. Mary, if you feel like popping in, let us know. Still looking for Michelle. Still looking for Dee Dee. So, William, you're up. William just said any animal that acts out of character could be influenced by spirit. Very true. Very true. Okay. So, here we go from William. Mary, if you think of the name, let me know. He was definitely with your grandfather. I wish you'd taken a picture of those butterflies. That was very special. All right, William, you're up. Sending love to you, Sheena. Thank you, William. Sending love to you, my friend. Can you tell me how to bring spirits in stronger that I don't lose connection so much? The secret to bringing spirits in is to act like you're not bringing spirits in. So bringing spirits in is a lot like feeding a feral cat on the porch. You know, if you put out the milk and the cat comes towards the milk and then you grab the cat and throw it in the house, it's going to go, it's going to claw off your face, and then it's going to run in the woods and you're not going to ever see it again. So you have to sort of coax it in. And spirits are the same way. They'll take a step towards you and they'll kind of sniff around. They'll get curious. Then sometimes they'll disappear. They won't come back for a week. Then they'll come back. Maybe they'll stay a bit longer. And this is a good sign, William, because it's a good sign because the ones that come and just seek you out and hunt you down and won't go away, those are usually creepy spirits, and you don't want those spirits around you anyhow. You want the good spirits. So the ones that are sort of trepidatious, they're not sure how they feel about it. I'm going to come for a minute. Now I'm going to run away. That's good. Let them come in their own time. So the secret to drawing spirits in is like the secret to adopting a feral cat. It's in the beginning to act like you don't care if the spirits come or not. I don't care if you come. Come or, look, Molly agrees. Come or don't come. It's up to you. Whatever you want. Let them come and go as they want. Just set boundaries for them for how much you'll allow them to be in your life. But don't act like really like desperate to get them. What's that? Remember that cartoon with the I will love it and I will keep it and I will call it George. Don't do that. Just don't with it. Just, okay, you guys want to hang out? All right. The more you act like they have a door they can float through, the more they'll keep coming back. That really is the secret to drawing spirits close. That was a fantastic question. Wonderful. And we just heard from Mary that there are pictures of the butterflies. I wish there were pictures of the butterflies right now in the chat where we could see them, Mary. That would make my life very happy. Looking for Mr. Eric, are you still here? Candy, are you still here? Cece, are you still here? Still looking for Michelle and Dee Dee. Well, Michelle and Dee Dee, please stand up. Eric, are you still here? I know, Eric, you randomly leave and go make dinner for people. Candy is here. All right, Candy, you're up. Eric, you're after Candy. Okay, hello, Miss Sheena, says Candy. Hello, Miss Candy, says Sheena. My name is Candy. I hope all is well with you. My questions, if I'm permitted to. Of course you are. Will I get pregnant this year? Will my husband be able to overcome his anxiety and depression? Wow. Okay, well, here's the problem, Candy, and I'm sure you know this. Itchy nose. The first question, will I get pregnant, is very much dependent on the second question, will my husband get over his anxiety and his depression? The truth is that your husband is... The little one wants to come through, but is waiting for your husband to get it together before he or she comes through. Really doesn't want to come through while your husband is still struggling so hard. So the most wonderful, best thing in the world would be for your husband to work on his anxiety and his depression and make room for the little one to come. Does that make sense, sweetheart? That's why the baby hasn't really come yet, Candy? Your husband has everything he needs in him to overcome his anxiety and his depression. It's almost like he's scared to let it go because it's become familiar to him. Does that make sense? It's become a comforting thing to him to have the anxiety and the depression. He hates it, but it's all he knows. Much like an addiction, right? You don't want to drink every day, but drinking every day becomes a comfort because it's familiar. It's the same thing with him. He doesn't want to be depressed or have anxiety every day, but it's what he knows. So he needs to break the cycle, and he needs to realize that what's waiting for him on the other end of this cycle of anxiety and depression is a beautiful, warm, relaxed, comforting way to live, and not something that's going to be even worse. You know the expression, the devil you know versus the devil you don't? Well, right now, the anxiety and the depression for your husband is the devil he knows. And he's very fearful of what it will be like not to have those things because he's really used them as a crutch. Not in a bad way. I'm not saying a crutch in a bad way. I'm saying he holds on to them because he's so scared of what lives beyond them. So if you guys could sit down, or, if he could talk to me or something, is sit down and have a really long, really beautiful, loving talk about what lives beyond the anxiety and depression and what his life looks like on the other side of that. That would be awesome. So think about that. Now I have an itchy eye. Everything on me itches during these broadcasts. Now just think about that. Think about envisioning that and have him start sort of visualizing that. What would life look like beyond these things? And as soon as he starts to get a handle on those things, that baby is going to come screaming out, because that baby is just sitting up there in the queue waiting and wants to come, but doesn't want there to be one more stressor on your life or on his. So he kind of needs to get it together first. Okay. Still looking for Michelle. And you know what? Sending you and your husband so much love, baby. And Mary, sending you so much love, and so much love to your grandpa spirit, and to your poor family member that committed suicide. My heart goes out to you and your family. And William, I love you, William. So, William, you're becoming the biggest rock star medium in the world. All right, Eric, you're up. Still looking for Dee Dee and Michelle. Eric says, hello, darling. Hello, darling. I've been getting a lot of soul yearnings from my grandmother and parents who have passed on. It wasn't the greatest relationship I had with them. Are they reaching out to me, or am I just riddled with guilt? Thank you for your advice. You are a blessing. Also, you are enough. Much love to you, Eric. Well, now you're just going to make me cry, sweet man. Eric was at my service at the Founders MCC Church. Eric, come back. July 20th, 7 p.m. I hope you're all there. Someone wants to see Molly now. Molly, come here. Do you want to see the people? Okay, Eric, here's what's going on. As everybody remembers, on the last broadcast, Eric came out as a psychic, and we all had a party for him, and I sang, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let... You see that thing behind my head? That's Molly's tail. Is that fantastic? So here's the problem, sweet love. As you open up as a psychic and you start to help other people to fix their problems, you start having to clean your clock and your closets and fix all your problems. You know the expression, get your own house in order? So as you start becoming someone who's going to help others get their house in order, your house just begins to start getting itself in order, whether you like it or not. So, yes, I believe in the soul yearnings, and I certainly believe you're getting them from your grandmother and from your folks because they passed on where there were still bad feelings. So make it right with them, sweetie. Sit down, burn some candles, okay? Get some white candles, some pink candles. Pink for love, white for cleansing. Also, you should get some crystals. Just saying, crystals. Anybody who wants to know about crystals, my Good Vibrations crystals are available. Send me an email. I'll tell you all about what I've got. But you should get a black tourmaline and a selenite for cleansing. I have a set for that. And you should get a set for grounding and a set for connecting. And then you should sit down, put the crystals around with the candles, and put on some music that you like or something that meant something to your folks or your grandmother. And then just have a talk with them. Have a beautiful family connection meeting and clear the air. Clear the air. Tell them you love them. You forgive them for everything and let it go. What's the, do anybody know the Ho'oponopono prayer? Do I need to put it up here? Do I need to get the Ho'oponopono prayer up here? Because I will put up the Ho'oponopono prayer like a mad thing. Does everybody know the Ho'oponopono prayer up? Hang on. Do we have it? Do you know it? Does anybody have it? Hang on. You guys are so good the way you're relating to each other right now. Hang on. We're putting it up. We're putting it up right now. There's a beautiful prayer, beautiful Hawaiian prayer, and it's Ho'oponopono. And I always say it wrong because I'm a total turd. Ancient Hawaiian practice of forgiveness. Ho'oponopono. 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 I got it right. Ho'oponopono. That's what it's called. Ho'oponopono. There we go. It's not funny when I'm saying things like this where I'm misquoting things. The Hawaiian practice of forgiveness. So here's what it is. You ready? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That's it. Now, even if you don't think you did anything wrong, if there was bad blood and you want to smooth it over, and you watch, if you say it, Eric, you'll hear them say it back. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I think I'm going to say it at my service this next time. Ho'oponopono. I better learn how to pronounce it before I do. Look up the story behind it. It's beautiful. And it's a beautiful way to do forgiveness. So, sit down and have a family reunion. Gather your crystals, gather your candles, maybe burn a little something you like, lavender, some sage, whatever makes you feel good in your tummy, Eric. Have a beautiful talk with them, ho'oponopono them, let them ho'oponopono you, and then let it go, my friend. And let them become your guiding spirits that help you. Does that make sense? I love you, my friend. I'll see you on July 20th. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I say that to anybody now. Anybody who's wronged me. Anybody I think I may have wronged. Oh, Joe, want to see my big old tongue come out and lick my mouth? That was kind of a strange. Somebody spent her life on the radio without a camera interface. Now everyone knows my secret. I have like a super long lizard tongue. So, okay. Everybody's got to have something weird. And that's my weird thing. But that's how easy it is. I love you. Please, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Do it. Works so beautifully, my friends. So important that we forgive people that, and more importantly, we forgive ourselves. Now, if somebody was just a real asshole, I would not be here telling you to forgive them. But a lot of times, in Eric's case, your family members, they did things that weren't great. But I can tell you, because I can feel them, that in the afterlife, they're sorry. And they try to show you that they're sorry. They try to send you things that smell like familiar childhood smells, Eric, all the time. But they need to know that you know. And you need to tell them, I'm different. And you always had a problem with the fact that I was different. And now guess what? I'm also a psychic. So how's that for different? Like just let them know, right? That you are different and that you're proud of who you are. And you stand with who you are, and you're coming out of the psychic closet, and that's just how it's going to be. And then tell them that you're sorry, and that please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Feels good. So, you're in such good shape, my friend. I love you. Okay, I love you all. I love you all so much. Can you feel all my love for you right now? Looking for Dee Dee, looking for Michelle. Dee Dee and Michelle. Okay, so if we don't have Dee Dee and Michelle, then I am looking for, who's next? Let's see what we got here, my friends. Looking for Cece. Cece, you're next. Carl, you're next after that. And then maybe Anthony. There's no subject, Anthony, so I'm not sure if this is for a reading or not. I got to open it up. But so let's go with Cece next and then Carl. Are you guys there? And then maybe Anthony. And then I see that Christine, Kathy, and Eric. I see that you've also put in some free solstice applications. If you're looking for, I got you, Carl. If you're looking for a free reading, I'm giving away a free reading for the solstice. Send me your request and what you want for a reading, and I'm going to pick one. The 21st one I'm going to pick for June 21st. But I have them from all different places, so I don't know what number you guys are. I haven't even looked at them yet, so I love you all very much. All right, Cece, here we go. We're going to put up one other link here. So many links to put up. Oh my gosh. So many links. I can't believe there are 31 of you here right now. This is a nice little group. This is beautiful. This is officially like a cyber congregation right now. Very cool. I think you're all amazingly wonderful. Okay. I don't know. You know how many comments we get on these things? One time I had 700 comments. It took me 3 days just to get Facebook to allow me to go to the end of the comments. And I actually had to wind up switching the order of the comments, then coming back from the other direction. Scary shadow hand. Oh, we were going to get Molly over here. Should we do that really quick before Cece? Here we go. Molly, who wants to see Molly? Molly, come here. You hear her? Come here and show yourself to everybody. Oh, she's such a good baby. Oh my goodness, here she is. It's Molly. Hi, Molly. Say hi. All right, that's all the Molly we get. Mommy doesn't want to lose her face. Molly. How about that? Molly. Okay, everybody loves Molly. She's such a good girl. Does not like to be on the camera, people. Does not. All right. Cece, you're up. And then Carl. Cece says, hi, Sheena. So my question is, I have a family member that crossed over 6 months ago. There's cat hair on my face. Does this person have a message for the mother? The mother is grieving terribly. Did this person transition easily? Or is this person earthbound? How can we help the mother with the terrible grief? Many thanks, sending love and light to you, Cece. That's a beautiful, beautiful question, Cece. This person has crossed over. Nobody is earthbound. However, this person is coming to the earth trying to visit the mother, but the mother is grief, is like a blanket around her from the grief, and she just can't see that this person is trying to reach out to her. So the messages from this person to the mother is, yes, I am transitioned. Yes, my transition was easy. Yes, I'm happy. I'm not worried about me. I'm only worried about you. And your grief concerns me. And I would love it if you would move through the grief a little bit, enough to be able to see that I'm here, so that I can reach through and energetically touch you. Does that all make sense? This relative is very sad that the mother is very sad. But this person is also very happy to be where they are, much happier than they were when they were here. There were some things going on here that were not great. Much happier where they are, sweetheart. Mama just needs to know that, you know? I know it's hard. I know she's so unhappy, and I'm so sorry, sweetheart. It makes me feel like just terrible that she's so sad. But it's going to be okay. Yeah, just worried about Mom. So worried. Okay? So tell her that. And if she wants to reach out to me, great. Please tell her that. How's my hair holding up, kids? All right, Carl, you're up. We're working through these today, my friends. If you want to get qualify for the free 30-minute phone reading, you have to put summer solstice reading or free solstice reading in the subject matter. So I just want to go through. Have I skipped anybody so far? Carl, you're up. I'm scratching my face. Crazy. All right. When I'm like way in the channel, I do weird ticky poppy. Just ignore it. It's very strange. I never wanted to be that psychic that like rolled my eyes back up in my head and scratched my chin, but unfortunately that's who I'm becoming. Okay, Carl says, I tried to get in touch with you last week but got cut off. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? How far into the broadcast are we today? What's the time, kids? Let me know. So my question is that I lost my son and Mom over the last couple of years. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. And I'm wondering how they are and what does it look like in my future. Well, they're wonderful. Always worried about you. Loving being together. Sorry to have left the earth. Especially he sorry to have left the earth early. But not sorry to have left the earth. Sorry, not sorry. Because they're very happy where they are. They hate how much that you miss them. But they're very happy where they are, sweetheart. There's a sadness in you that your mother is particularly worried about. And it's a sadness, Carl, it's like it's like you feel like there have been so many things in your life where there doesn't seem to be any. Your mom keeps saying the word justice. You feel sometimes like this is a very unjust world. Does that make sense? And the sadness of that really wells up in you sometimes to the point where it almost weighs you down. Does that make sense, my friend? And your mother very much wants you to find a way to move through the grief. And I always tell my clients, not move past it, move through it. Because if you move past it, it's like you're shoving it off to the side, but you're never really dealing with it. The secret is you got to move through it and out the other side. She really wants you to move through the grief and through the feeling that it's almost the feeling, Carl, like things in life have happened to you, like life has happened to you, like you're the product of things that have just happened to you. And you're beginning, honey, to not realize who you are past being the person that like weird and bad shit happens to. And she wants you to start looking at your life in the opposite way, as I'm the guy that good things happen to and that things that have set me back, things that have made me sad or mad or that I can't seem to find rhyme and reason for. All of those things are beautiful, and they taught me a lesson, and I'm thankful for them. Not, oh God, just another thing being done to me. You know, the universe is not out to get you. You're not in an adversarial relationship with the universe. The universe is sorry that sometimes lessons hurt, sometimes circumstances hurt, sometimes other people on their journeys inadvertently hurt you. But you are so loved by the universe. And the universe just wants you to be happy. And your mama wants you to be happy, and your son wants you to be happy. You know? So you have to, in order to move through grief in a weird way, you have to think of grief as something good that happened to you. You have to think of grief as something beautiful and not as something bad. You have to think of grief as something that hurts, but that hurts for a reason. Kind of like if you have a surgery, right? Or if I go work out in physical therapy and I can barely walk afterwards. And I'll say to my physical therapist, Dan, this really hurt today. And he'll say, well, yeah, but there's a difference in hurting because you're getting better and hurting because you're getting worse. So this is really, grief is like hurting because you're getting better. And also, like we talked about earlier with the husband and with the depression and the anxiety, there's a fear of letting go. There's a fear of letting go of the grief. And there's a fear of, well, if I don't hold on to the grief, who am I? And there's a survivor's guilt that says, if I'm not grieving, do other people or do my loved ones who have passed think I don't care? If I go on with my life and I'm happy, does it mean I don't care? And I know I've talked to you all about this a lot, but I've dealt with this myself over the past 3+ years since my mom died, where I'm literally the happiest and the most well-seated inside of me and most connected to the universe, shadow hand, that I've ever been, in spite of the fact that she's dead. And I feel terribly guilty sometimes about it. I think, why couldn't I have been this happy? Why couldn't I have founded my peace, love, kindness, unity movement? Why couldn't I have done that before she died? Why couldn't I have come out and followed her in the psychic medium path as she always wanted me to, that she told me once before she died? Why couldn't I have done that before she died? I mean, I talked about it. We even talked about opening a spiritual center together. You know, and the Raising the Vibration movement is founded on her teachings of peace, love, kindness, and unity. So everything about that nonprofit, those are all things I got from her. So why couldn't I have done it when she was alive? And trust me, in the deep hours of the night, when a lot of you probably are drinking or taking an Ambien and I'm stone cold sober all the time, I ask those questions like, why? Why am I so happy now that she's gone? And the answer is, I'm so happy now because she's gone, because she has from the beyond given me that strength, given me the strength and the security to pop out of the psychic closet and start my own practice, given me the strength and the security to know that I can run a nonprofit, that I can be a minister, that I can now lead a sermon at a church, even though I hardly even grew up in a church. That I can stand up and quote the Bible and Buddha and Abraham Lincoln and people actually think I'm a good pastor, and I'd never done that before in my life. I didn't go to school for that. That I know what to do, that she empowers me the way that she always did when she was alive, and even more so because she's so stronger from where she is, so much stronger from where she is. And Carl, you too, your mother and your son are so much stronger from where they are. More than they ever could be here. So you've got to think of the grief as something that they have given you, a gift. They have passed and given you the gift of being able to guide you from where they are and given you that love. And you don't have to fear letting go of that grief because they do not want you to grieve, love. They want you to be happy. They want you to be the best you that you can be because they love you. And I love you and I'm here for you. And that was a beautiful question, and I appreciate you being so honest. If you want to get a reading from me, send me an email. Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. Also, if you want to qualify for my free phone reading for the solstice, just email me. Make sure to put in the subject free solstice reading or summer solstice reading, free reading, so I know the difference in what's coming in for today and what's coming in for that. And the 21st person that emails me, I'm going to pick because it's the 21st of June and I'm wearing all white in honor of summer. Okay, Anthony, I got your email, but it just says, hey, Sheena. So you have to send me a question, sweetie. If you're in the chat, send me a question. Still looking for Dee Dee and still looking for Michelle. So Christine, Kathy, Eric, I got your soul.